Hi, Jackson. Here is your U6A3 assignment. I think we've got the pages out of order here because the first page is starting on number 7. So I guess we're going to do this in a little bit backwards order here, if that's okay. You did a great job on number 7 and you took out the common factor. You have to remember to put a 1 equals on each line of your solution. And so at the end here, you want to write v equals minus 6 and v equals 1. You don't want to use the set notation. That's not something that's appropriate for these types of questions, okay? So here you've got k squared, k plus 2 squared, and you need to put an equals 0 there. And in this case, you're just going to get k equals minus 2 as your solution. And again, skip the set notation there, okay? All right, so question 9. Again, put your equals 0. You factored it correctly, but put your equals 0 on the end and write it as x equals 4, x equals 3, and forget about this, okay? For number 10, again, you factored it correctly. Just put your equals 0 and then write your roots as n equals 2 and n equals minus 8 and leave this part out. I'm just going to get the other page and go through that one. So I'll put you on pause for a minute here. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. I think you've got another assignment at the top there and you're starting U6A3 down here. Sorry, I was confused by that. So if you factor this and you include your equals 0, then x equals 4 and x equals 1 is all you need there, okay? Same thing here. I don't want you to write it in set notation. I just want you to write x equals 5. And when you take the square root of something, you need to take the plus and the minus root. I see that you've included it down here, but you need to include it in your steps of your solution. And actually this line here is just not needed, okay? Here, I know you can't factor it, but if you look at this a little bit differently, if you take the square root of both sides, you would get x plus 4 equals root 8. So x equals, and this is a plus or minus, plus root 8 minus 4, and x equals minus root 8 minus 4, and those are your two roots for this one. Okay, unfortunately this other page is turned sideways and I can't turn it using this program. You've done everything correctly here, but again you haven't included an equals 0 on that line, and these are your roots here. For the last one, number 6, it's cut off a little bit, but please make sure that you've got the equals 0 showing up on the on your solution there. There it is, okay, and you're missing the equals 0 on the end. And again, get rid of this and just x equals 1/3 and x equals 2. So for this question, this is not factorable, you're correct. The next one is not factorable, and neither is this one. Number 8, you did a great job, and you included your equals 0 here, and just get rid of the set notation. So you definitely understand the concept of what you're doing here. It's just a couple of little form errors that you're including, except for the one where you had to take the square root of both sides. Everything was perfect.